Okay, in this video I'm going to show you some of the features found in the My Account tab on xrayserp.com. From version 4 on, you now have your own account on xrayserp.com. You can go ahead and log in by clicking this link right up here on the home page. And so once we log in, we see the basic overview for our account. You'll notice that we have a table that lists our downloads, and we have some of the basic information here. We have the product ID. We have the date that we bought it, or the date that you subscribed, if you're on the solo or the agency plan. We have the amount that we paid for it. That is the trial amount because this is a test build. And then we also have our details here that we can click through to get, and we have our license keys here that we can click through and get there as well. Now, before we check out those two, we also find our ability, our little form here. We have the ability to save our contact data and save our password and all of that stuff. So that's all new and that's all great. Let's check our details and downloads link. And now we have, basically it's kind of like a receipt for our purchase, but we have our downloads accessible at the bottom. So this is where you're going to log in and download if you deleted the email by accident that gets sent to you after you check out, which includes the download link. So you get your download there. You will get your license key right there. And that's what we find on that tab. The rest of that is kind of like receipt and invoice information. And then under our license keys, we see a new table with all of our licensing information, including the status of our subscription, our license key. Again, we can click and get that. We have our item name. We have, and this is really cool, now we can track a lot more easily how many activations we have out of our subscription limit. So if you're on the solo plan, you'll see 2 of 10. If you're on the agency plan, you're going to see 2 of 25 or 2 or however many websites you have activated. We have the expiration. We have any available upgrades as those become available. None are currently available now for those 2 because all the updates we roll out are free. And then we have a Manage Sites link, and this is directly related to how we activate and authenticate X-Ray Serp on our own websites, on our SEO websites. So we add sites using this little field at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and just, if I can spell correctly, I'm trying to spell and type, or spell and talk at the same time. And if we add our site, now you'll notice that we have it added to the table right here. So we have all of our sites right here that we have told X-Ray Serp, yes, this is an official authentication. We have to add the URL in the back-end system here under our account if we want to authenticate it through the panel in WordPress that we're trying to install into. So a note here, notice as I just added that page right there, that website, if we go back to our account, you'll notice our activation limit has now ticked up. And if we go to our panel on one of our websites where we've installed this software, we now have a link here that we can deactivate it on this site. Now, deactivation is not the same thing as adding a URL in this page right here. What this is doing is this is listing the sites that we plan to use. This is telling X-Ray Serp any of these sites that we install it on in the future, these are all kosher. The deactivation here is letting you use the license key somewhere else. So you deactivate it here, you delete it here, and then you're free to go on somewhere else, and you have one more activation on your account. Okay, so that's what we get under the Manage Sites, and that's not my server being slow. You can see I'm uploading one of the YouTube videos for X-Ray Serp in the background, so that's going to be, it's going to load a little bit slowly. Not a reflection on the server. And that's the account system. If you buy X-Ray Serp, you're more than welcome to get in there and poke around and see what you want about just how easy and awesome it is to use. And I wish I could just blather for half an hour about how wonderful it is, but it's really that simple. I mean, it used to be you had to log in to, like somewhere else on X-Ray Serp version 3. Now everything is all in one interface. It's all in one account. It's all in my account on xrayserp.com. You log into your account, you get access to all your data. And this video is only a few minutes long, and I've covered how easy the interface is to use. I mean, that's how easy it really is. It's all straight up. It's all easily accessible. It all integrates seamlessly with the updates, with logging in and authenticating on, the individual websites. It's great, really. It is. I mean, this is stable. This is wonderful. It's the way of the future. And so that's my account, and I'll see you in a future video.